Yo, we back with another video, man, and in today's video, I'm gonna just be, talking about zombies, and, just talking about, like, a few things that I just wanted to talk about, basically. Like, it's nothing really too crazy, you feel me? So, first off, let's talk about the map. The new map, Citadel, it's amazing in my opinion. I love everything about it, but one of my main complaints was how, like, not necessarily like the swords was bad, but they just felt like they could have been better, like a little better. They're good, but I just felt like they could have been a little better, and they have got buffed, especially when it comes to the boss fight. And I think they're doing another buff to where, like, overall the swords are going to be better. And like, one of my main problems with the sword, especially like the lion and the electric, was like the ability didn't really last that long, and they were great abilities. Like with the lion sword, you basically like had this protective barrier around you, and you disintegrate like anything in sight. The only problem with it was it didn't last that long. Like, it was great, amazing, but it just didn't last that long. And the lion sword is possibly one of the best swords because of its passive ability of every time you hit a zombie, you refill your armor plate. So you basically don't have to manually do it yourself. All you have to do is swipe at the zombies, and you will get your armor refilled. But keep in mind, your sword has to be fully charged. You can't use the ability. If you use the ability, you won't get that effect. So with the sword fully charged, anytime you hit a zombie, your plates will refill automatically. That shit is so crazy. Don't get me wrong, bro. You can still go down, but I feel like just that, being able to refill your armor plates with just swiping a sword is kind of OP, bro. But yeah, now moving on to the electric sword. The electric sword, or the stag, I feel like my main problem with it was when you hit the ultimate ability, when the sword is fully charged, it slows you down drastically, and it didn't last that long. The damage it was okay, like, wasn't nothing too crazy, but the main problem is when you run around and you get drastically slowed down like that, it's like really it's no point of even using the ultimate or special ability because of how slow you are when you do it. And it's like, when you get to past a certain round, the sprinters is like, why bother even using it if it's going to slow me down that drastically and put me in so much danger? Now, the other two swords, I really don't have a problem with them. They're absolutely amazing. And the void sword, it's fire. And the fire sword is pretty good too. So I really don't have too much of a problem with them too. But yeah, that's the swords out of the way. Now, the Easter egg, I feel like the Easter egg was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to be more into it. Like, you can't really like skip all the steps and do all this. You had to really be, in tune when you had to do certain steps. Now, there is a skip you can do with the pages, and basically you able to, you don't have to do that wall part where you break over the wall and then put in the symbols. You don't have to do that. You're able to skip that whole part and then just do the traps automatically. But that's pretty much the only skip that I've seen so far. Other than that, you have to do everything else. But besides that, with the Easter egg, I feel like the cutscenes, like the one for introducing us to the map, where he was in that little building and talking and stuff, and then blah, blah, blah. That, and then for when you complete the Easter egg, I feel like, man, it was kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't nothing too crazy. Like, it wasn't nothing really too crazy. Yeah, we found out that this nigga was his son, Rick Tuffin was his son and all, and I feel like, don't get me wrong, that was pretty exciting for me. I don't know about other people but that was pretty exciting for me. But in general, it was just like, damn, that was it. That's kind of mid, you feel me? Like, it wasn't really nothing too crazy. So that's my only problem with that. And with the rewards, I don't really have a problem with getting skins, but I feel like, they should switch it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, like have us be able to unlock some type of ray gun skin or, you know, Wonder Woman skin, whether it be ray gun, you know, or the new Wonder Weapons or whatever, you know, jet gun. Have us be able to complete the Easter egg and unlock a free skin. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us having to, you know, buy this shit, bro. Because it's one in a store that look cold as fuck, and it's like, damn, why couldn't you have that as the Easter egg completion shit instead of having us pay for it? You feel me? That would have been way better. And I have a few more things that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, Mule Kick. The new perk of Watch Rate was a W. It's a W, bro. I absolutely enjoy that perk. It's fire as fuck. And the augments, depending on what augments you pick, it is really fucking fire. The one where you get, I forgot what the name of it was, but the one where you're able to recharge your field upgrade with Watch Rate, that's pretty fire. And I'm gonna lie. And the other one where you're able to get heads, when you get headshots, you drop more salvage. Absolutely fire. And I absolutely love Watch Rate. I know some people want a Mule Kick back. Me personally, I want Mule Kick in the game. You know, I'm really a big fan of Mule Kick. That's one of my favorite perks. You know, a lot of people hate Mule Kick. I'm not one of them people. I love Mule Kick because just the fact of you like having a third weapon, it was always fire to me. No matter what people say about it, I love Mule Kick. And I can see why people don't want it, because you already have two weapons and then you have a dedicated melee slot. Some people might not consider that third weapon, but technically it is. So you already have your main weapon, and then you're gonna have a second weapon plus the dedicated melee slot, which a lot of people don't really use and don't pay attention to it because they're like, damn, you know, this melee weapon is not gonna be really that good. But I feel like people should pay attention to it because technically it is a third weapon. But regardless, if they do add Mule Kick or not, I'm gonna be happy with it because, once again, I love Mule Kick and it's one of my favorite perks of all time. And I don't understand why people hate it so much. Now, another thing that I have is that with the drops, like, bro, I feel like we don't get as many drops as we used to in previous Call of Duties or Call of Duty Zombies. Like, in previous ones, you would really, like, see you getting drops very frequently, but in this one, it's like we doing all this, and then especially when it comes to the high rounds, it's like, damn, why am I not getting drops? And then if it do be a drop for me personally, it always be like some bullshit. It'd be like a max armor. Like, where's the max ammos at? Like, did they decrease the fucking spawn rates of the max ammos? Because it feel like I'm never getting a max ammo when I need it, or at all, really. You feel me? I'm not really gonna talk about the gobble gums that much because I'm gonna be honest, starting with 3 gobble gums of your choice, and especially the OP ones, nigga, that shit is broken. I don't know why they did that, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe they're gonna change it, maybe they won't. Another thing that I feel like people really don't talk about really enough is the incantations, the spells. The Void one is, bro, I don't know if it's just me, but it don't really get that many kills for me. I feel like every time I use it, the kills just don't rank up how the other ones do. Now, the possibly the best one is the light one. Especially when you going into the boss fight, you use the light incantation and you gain health, and you can do crazy damage to the boss while you gain your health back. So the light incantation is by far probably the best one. Now the lightning, I use that every chance I get, especially when it comes to taking out the elite enemies and the special enemies, because first off, it does crazy damage to them, and I feel like most of the time I'm either killing them with one spell or pushing it to 2. Like, most of the times it's going to be 1, or probably you're going to have to use that other one. But bro, it's so insane how good the lightning incantation is, because especially when I'm in them tough situations and I need to get rid of them elite enemies, bro, just hit him with the spell and he's done for, because the first hit he's going to be stunned and you can take him out with your other gun, or you can use another one of the spells again to finish him off. And I feel like that's so insane to me, and people really don't be using the incantations as much as they should be. Like, they're so good, and like, I can't say that enough, man, because that's the one thing that I really enjoy about the map. I feel like the most I enjoy a lot on this map, the swords, you know, and just the map in general. But that lightning incantation, my personal favorite, I really enjoy using that, bro, because of how crazy it is. Now, I just got a few more things. One thing I can say is that when it comes to zombies, they are taking the initiative to listen to the players, listen to the feedback, and change things that the players feel like should be changed or fixed, and just doing, you know, good patches and, you know, fixing good shit or whatever the case may be. That is what I really fuck with when it comes to what they're doing, because they could be on some bullshit and not fix anything, or, you know, not change this or whatever the case may be. Like when it came to the manglers and shit, they fixed that, and they fixed just a lot of stuff in general that people have been, you know, didn't really like or were complaining about. So that's where I do give them the props for that. So that's that. And one last thing, we should be able to turn this off. I don't really mind it. I don't really care that much, but it's the fact, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody with two fucking ears can hear what they're saying. There's no need to put a card on my screen to let me know that the nigga's talking. Like, I can hear anybody that plays the game can hear these niggas talking. We don't really need that. But hey, if some people feel like they need that for whatever reason, I don't know, they should be able to, you know, turn it on or turn it off at their discretion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And last thing, I do wish they bring me a kickback, because I really enjoy the perk. Like I said before, it's one of my favorite perks in zombies of all time. And that's my opinion on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I will see you on the next one, man. Peace.